you ready to rock and roll with some more Superman and Lois? I am. Let's go. Hello, welcome to Asha Media TV. My name is Asha, and if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is where I like to watch and react and review a variety of stuff related to sci-fi, fantasy, and comic books. So in today's video, I will be watching and reacting and reviewing episode 8 called Holding the Wrench from the first season of Superman and Lois. But before I get to pressing play on this episode, if you're new to my channel, listen up for a little bit. Let me just cover some basic stuff with you. Number one, this is a spoilers reaction with a spoiler review on the way / takeaways. That's what I like to usually call them. So regardless, spoilers ahead. And number two, it's very likely that you've come across other videos on my channel where I was showing video footage and or clips from the episode. Unfortunately, I no longer provide those kinds of reactions here on YouTube. Instead, I offer a watch-along experience, so you get access to the episode on your end. I have it on my end. We sync up together using my vocal and visual cues that I provide, and we watch the episode together, so to speak. However, I am very considerate of those of you who are just not into that and you prefer a more stress-free experience. Therefore, if you want an alternate version to my reaction to this episode with bonus content, check out the details in the description box below. And lastly, here's my normie disclaimer, which pretty much just lets you know that I am what's considered a normie, so I'm only familiar with the mainstream components related to the Superman canon. So that's movies and TV. I'm not familiar with the comic books. Therefore, if I get something wrong or misinterpret something within the actual episode that is related to a particular comic book, be easy on me in the comments about it. You know, use that opportunity to educate me with some courtesy and respect rather than freaking out on me. Hence the normie disclaimer. All right, so now that the basics have been covered with any newbies to my channel, are you ready to watch this episode with me? I hope so. If not, there are timestamps in the description box so you can go wherever you want in this video. I'll see you somewhere, I guess. But nonetheless, I am on my way to watching. Let's go. Hello again. So just in case this is your first time trying a watch-along experience with me, let me just quickly go over how my process works. So I stream these episodes of Superman and Lois from the CW's official website. Yes, and I don't skip whatever recap that comes up. I just let it play pretty much, and you will see on the screen a visual cue as well as getting my vocal cue when I press play, pause, and rewind. And I tend to pause for 3 reasons, and it would be number one, would be for just buffering, lagging issues, which hasn't been an issue so far with the CW. Well, then again, it's my internet connection, if anything. And number 2, it's because I want to rewind back to a particular part in the episode. And number 3, I just want to have a moment to pause and express my thoughts on anything in particular, especially if it's a mind-blowing moment or a moment that I'm really pissed off at. It's happened once or twice, so basically anticipate abrupt pauses. I will do my best to, of course, give you some leeway of time to pause on your end too. And to help you further, I've also added a timer on the screen for you in post edit so that it'll give you some idea where I am in the actual episode should for whatever reason there's a loss of sync between the two of us. That's the best I can do. Hopefully it's helpful. However, just as a reminder, if you do prefer a more stress-free experience in watching me react to these episodes of Superman and Lois, check out the details in the description box below. There is a free option for at least 30 days to do that. Just letting you know. All right, ready to go? Let's give it a shot. Okay, so I'm ready to count down to play. Let's go, people. 3, 2, 1. Play. John Henry Irons. Jordan's reaction. Where is she? Okay, therapy. Hmm. So this is after the fact, I'm assuming? I don't know why. I just his expressions as Clark, it's just classic. Oh. All right, let's see if my theory's right about the crisis thing. I have seen some thumbnails going on about it, so I think it is related to crisis. So him and John Jordan. Oh, is that his camper? Oh yeah. Use that to your advantage. I will lift the bed for you and show you controls. It is time for exposition. This is a great way to show it, though. I love that. Mm, hey, see some singing? I want to see a little bit of levity here and there. So yeah, hopefully some a decent performance or something. Hey, they can be a duo, a musical duo. Ah, okay. All you needed was a pep talk from Jordan, and you're good to go. Mm. Flashbacks, yeah. Oh my gosh. So, uh, he's gonna look up a version of himself. Or that is some heavy shit. All right, gonna pause. All right, it's a good time to pause. All right, so I'm at 931. It's usually like at a commercial-ish break, it seems there. Just want to make this quick comment. The only thing that's kind of bugging me is that John is so convinced that this earth is just going to be a repetition that it's almost like it's blinding him to like the possibility that each earth, not even a possibility, to me it's kind of a fact, right? Like each earth has a different thing going on. And I just find it so weird he won't even entertain the possibility that this Clark, or this Kal-El as he knows him, as he doesn't know it's Clark Kent, right? Um, he won't even entertain the possibility that this is a Superman that perhaps he can reason differently with because it hasn't reached the point that he's used to. You know what I mean? Just that inflexibility kind of is driving me nuts. I know it's to help the plot move forward and to create the tension, for dramatic purposes. This is a television show after all, and it is, with the CW. But yeah, just letting you know, just kind of irks me tiny bit with that. Also, when he mentioned Kryptonians, I mean, we just had the one guy who, I can't remember which episode it was, and you can remind me in the comments, but I can't remember which one, where the essence of a Kryptonian possessed him, and then he was gone. So I'm just trying to remember, like, where was he at that time for him to know that? Anyways, whatever. My main point I was trying to just kind of express was John's inflexibility to just look at the bigger picture and look at the opportunity. That's what I feel like. It's like he's missing this opportunity to reach out to this alternate Superman who has not turned to the dark side yet and, work things out. Anyway, all right, let's keep going. So, counting down back to play. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh my gosh, I want to see this. That's very true. All right, I'm calling it. She yells at Clark. Look how she opened the box. Is this actress a singer on the side? This is her shot to gain a second audience. He's telling you something. Let's hear those vocals. Man, what a tease. And what makes them think he's not used to that already? Or like he can outmaneuver it, you know? Oh, that's nice of him. Check it out. Oh gosh. That's not cool. Wow! He watches his mom get fried from his dad. Okay, he can't unsee that. He's taking it quite well though. Mm-mm. Oh. Oh no! Oh! Do you have that little mechanism to call your dad? That thingy! The pager! Whatever it is. Oh! That was awesome. That was awesome. Scarred for life. Is this her moment? Oh, okay. That's her moment. I called that one wrong as usual. Yes, he won't forget that. Yo, stand your ground, Clark. Stand your ground. Ugh. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you, because I was like, she just emotionally scarred your son. Ugh. Oh boy. Oh shit. Things are gonna blow up in her face now. And is she gonna admit to him that she's trying to protect him based on what Lois told her? Yada yada yada. All right, I gotta express this before I forget. I'm at 2051. I don't think I will forget, but I just want to say it anyway. Do you think lying and putting him down that way was worth playing spy? I don't think so. But the question is, what could she have done better? Hmm. I guess I'll think about it. Okay, let's continue. I just don't like, I didn't like that though. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Just in case I didn't say it, I'm at 2051. Can't remember if I did. It happens sometimes. All right, 2051, counting down to play. 3, 2, 1, play. And then their marriage is going to suffer for it too. Is it worth it? It's already fragile. Eh. Seeds of doubt planted already now. Look at that. The other soldiers are not going to second guess Superman. Those chairs look really comfy. Yeah, I was thinking that's an understatement. There are moments she looks like Margot Kidder. It's really interesting. Ah. Oh, it's a little girl. Are you for real? Oh my god, is that why she looked spooked when she saw the Natalie name? Whoa. Oh no, they're infiltrated already. God damn it. Hmm. True that. All right, this is obvious where it's going. She's probably gonna go up. She'll have stage fright. Jonathan will not Jonathan. Jordan will do something to make her feel at ease, and she'll start singing this amazing song, and she's a star. The lyrics are on point, huh? With flowers. Jordan's gonna help. I know it. Come on. Here we go. It'd be kind of neat if they both can sing and they do like a little duet. Here we go. At least he's there to try. It's better than nobody being there. Listen to that angel's voice. Nice voice. The extras look so like dull. Are they being directed to stay very still? Jordan, so cute. He's so happy. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it was a secret miscarriage, but I thought that Morgan Edge said that the redhead woman was the only successful subject. I could have sworn he said that. Guess not. Yes, let me just tell you everything. Yeah, you really can't miss it at all. All right, I want to see some good action. Aw, you cheated. That's not a fair fight. Bad timing, Lois. Mr. Shaky? Just shoves it. Stay down. Not anymore. Well, this is your time now, John. Uh-oh. For real? Lois is gonna stop him. I just know it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, well, there she is. Until he really finds out how. A murderer. Wow. He was one spear away. Jesus. Synthetic. Uh-huh. At least he acknowledges that. So there we go. That redhead, I keep forgetting her name. I don't know why, but she ain't stupid. That is for sure. She's probably catched on to Lana the whole time. Yeah, you done fucked up for the last time. It looks like it. Yeah. Mm, I feel it for her. Yeah, I'm like, did I just see that? Uh oh. Hence the title. That's a really nicely put sentence. Extraordinary humans in a family of super people. I love that. My next t shirt. Oh, god damn. Uh, I think it's gonna turn out bad when he finds out that's actually Clark Kent, though. I know he's gonna find out at some point. He has to. Hmm. Is he really gonna just leave? John. Yeah. Keep your name, bruh. Okay, all right. So I guess when the plot needs him again, he'll be back. That's fair. That's fair. And we can move forward with the other developments, especially with the Morgan Edge army of Kryptonians. All right, we are done. Okay. Takeaways, my review coming up. Well, I can certainly say I won't look at a wrench the same way again, especially someone who's holding the wrench. Another really, really good episode. What I'm going to do right now is just cover anything I didn't like, move on to anything that was confusing, if any, and of course, my top 3 takeaways from this episode. So in terms of anything I didn't like in particular, I will say I don't know how I feel just yet, but it's not a positive feeling at the moment, but I don't know how I feel just yet with the narrative of Lana sacrificing. Well, I guess in her eyes, it's not a sacrifice. She feels that she's protecting Kyle, but at the expense of creating unnecessary tension when their marriage is already in such a fragile state. I mean, that was the first thing they introduced when the season began, that their marriage was on the rocks. Sarah has been traumatized with the family drama to the point of needing therapy. And then we've seen for ourselves in this episode so much of the problems with her father as it is. And then having Lana play spy at the cost of putting down her husband, making him feel bad. Now he's gone back to drinking. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'll say right now it's the only thing I just don't like. But to be fair, and if you did watch along with me throughout the reaction portion of this video, I did have a moment where I was trying to express this sentiment that I'm saying about Lana and what she's doing, but I also don't have a solution. I don't have any idea what other things she could do except for stop being a spy at the cost of possibly harming her family. I don't think it's worth it. So for now, I'll say that's the one negative thing I'm just not on board with. And if you have a better story solution for Lana to be a spy and not really hurt her family, that's clever and original, please share that in the comments. I would love to read that. Okay, let me now talk to you about my top 3 takeaways from this episode, starting with number 1, this introduction to a Lois Lane that is fully 3-dimensional. I'm very happy that we now see this side of Lois Lane. Again, just as a reminder, I'm a normie, so I'm not familiar with all the character stuff that is fully developed in the comics with Lois Lane. I'm just familiar from what I've seen of Lois from, Smallville, Lois and Clark, all the Superman canon on film and television. And so in this case, it was nice to see Elizabeth Tulloch be given some meaty lines and some really great scenes for her to project to us as an audience her version of this Lois Lane. I'm certainly not a disappointed viewer. And there was a moment while she was crying and pouring her heart out to her therapist where the actress actually reminded me of Margot Kidder. And it was very eerie. Her voice, her tone. I could be imagining things, but that's what I saw in the moment, and I couldn't help but just kind of feel this overwhelming sense of nostalgia because Margot Kidder was my first introduction to Lois Lane character growing up as a kid. So I couldn't help but kind of have the feels at that moment. But the main point that I really want to drive home was I loved how through her experience of loss, we see what effect it has on how she reacts to Jonathan, how she reacts to loss in general, and where she places guilt. And it's just a vicious cycle that, as this therapist even said to her, and Lois even acknowledged, she has seen what not properly grieving can do to a person. Which ties into my second takeaway from this episode, and that is how they showed us as a viewing audience how Lois went from connecting with Jonathan from one negative spectrum to then connecting towards the end of the episode in a positive way or a productive way. I like the word productive rather than positive. It's just my preference. So it was productive. It was a productive circle that allowed me as a viewing audience to see, okay, this is what went wrong when she didn't open up, when she didn't deal with her own emotions. And now that she has dealt with her emotions with the assumption that she's going to continue therapy, we then see her open up to Jonathan and connect with him with the whole thing about being the ones that hold the wrench. And if you watch my reaction, I love that moment where she's like, we are the extraordinary humans living with super people. And what made the scenes with Jonathan and Lois collectively even more awesome was their individual awe, so to speak, or fascination with the alternate version of Jonathan's sister, Natalie. I thought it was such a great moment to show Jonathan looking at the pictures of a sister from a different Earth, and then to get the surprise reveal that Lois had a miscarriage of a daughter that she was going to name Natalie. Can it get any creepy cooler than that? I don't know, but it was good stuff to watch. And my last takeaway from this episode, come on, it's quite obvious, I hope. And no, it's not Sarah singing, great voice and everything. Jordan's so cute playing on the piano, but yeah, it's not that. It is, of course, the so far wrap up of John Henry Irons / Captain Luther. Well, I guess we can take out the Captain Luther for now because he's abandoning that name. And one of you were kind enough to let me know in the comment section from my last reaction that you really enjoyed what they've done with this character and how they've introduced this character and how it's been played out and executed in this TV show. And again, as a normie, I wouldn't know any better, so thank you for that information. And now asking you, same viewer hopefully, or anybody else who's familiar with the comics, how did you feel about how they wrapped up this character thus far? I'm convinced he's going to come back at just the right time and likely fight alongside this Superman, because I just don't see them doing it any other way. They made a point to show this dark, bad Superman that did align with his Kryptonians on that Earth. And I personally think, and let me know if you think differently, or the same, or you agree, but I personally think they're going to show the contrast. Here's a Superman that will make a different choice. He might get tempted, and I wouldn't be surprised if they may have a moment where it'll be something like, Superman versus a Zod-like character that will appeal to his Kryptonian self in a moment of stress or tension, what thereof, and then he'll fight it, and then I can see John Henry Irons coming in, to fight alongside him to defeat this army of Kryptonians that seems to be building behind the scenes by Mr. Morgan Edge. I think it's fair to say that since this is my top takeaway from this episode, I for sure will not forget that tense-filled moment when John Henry Irons is literally standing over our Superman, our beloved Superman that we've come to know and love, and he's holding a spear of kryptonite ready to pounce and kill Superman until Lois steps in right at the right time, even though I thought it was bad timing at first, but I have to acknowledge it was right time when it was right time. And there she was to kind of somewhat save him by appealing to John and John backing off. I felt that moment, and the subtext of that moment was very, very powerful. Let me know how you felt about that in the comments. So there you have it, people. That is my reaction and review / takeaways of episode 8 of Superman and Lois. I'm looking forward to seeing what's likely going to happen. What are we going to find out about this army that Morgan Edge is building? Is Kyle going to get involved at some point despite Lana's attempts to thwart him, even possibly at the cost of her marriage and her family falling apart? Who's going to be the next Kryptonian sentient to take over another person's body and catch us by surprise? I don't know, but I can't wait to watch it. In any case, if you enjoyed this video, the best way you can let me know is by following those prompts you see there on the screen. To the right, to the right. I know you see them. Right here, right here. Just, click, 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 click. Thank you so much for watching and for tuning in. And until episode 9, I'm Asha, tuning out. Bye. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.